Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Mowers. Good morning. You know when you're sleeping really well, but you know you could sleep better if you got up and peed. When you get to around my age, you usually got to get up and pee. And so once you get up and pee and go back to bed, you can't sleep anymore. So I've been up since 6:30. Anyhow, I was going to start my day today with another machine, but unfortunately, my sprinkler head still hasn't fixed itself. And then I figured out it's probably not the sprinkler head, but rather it's the irrigation valve. There's a diaphragm at that valve area that could be dirty or worn. If that's dirty or worn, it's not going to completely shut off the water, so water is continuously flowing through this zone. And I know it's not the sprinkler heads because it's the 4 sprinkler heads in this zone that are all leaking. I gotta figure it out. As you can see over here, this is a new sprinkler head, and I even put dirt on it, and it just continuously leaks. Not gushing out, but it still leaks. This is the most lowest part of it, and as you can see, there's water everywhere. So that slowly leaks water too. The other one I have over here, there's also a small pool of water there. And this is the highest point one, where it is not as bad, but it still has water there. So I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to fix the valve. From the videos I've been watching, it tells you to identify which zone. I know this one here is the zone in front, where it has those 4 leaky sprinkler heads. 2 of them have been changed. I shut off the main water valve inside, so no water is coming through here. And then this is a jar cap type. And they say you can just turn it and take it off, but I'm having difficulty turning it. I may have to go find some channel locks for this. I just got some channel locks over here, and I was able to move it. So maybe I can hand turn it now. It doesn't look too bad. But usually they say some debris gets there or whatever and makes it dirty. There's a spring that comes off, like so. And then you can pull off this diaphragm. Doesn't look that dirty to me. I was hoping it would be like totally dirty with like lots of debris, so that all I have to do is just clean it out and it'll work. Doesn't seem to want to come off. Seems a little old too. Well, I can't seem to get it off. I don't know why. Maybe it's stuck. So after I took off one, I put it back again, and it still didn't work. So I figured I might have put it back on wrong. So I took the second one off to compare, and look what I found. It's very interesting. This one over here is cracked. See, there's like a Mercedes-Benz symbol that's a crack. This is the good one. No crack. Well, that's what my problem is that this is cracked, not allowing a tight seal. So I need to get a new top here.
this. I have to figure out what model it is and order it or go to Home Depot or something. Oh, I've been messing with my sprinklers for like 2 hours. Crazy, on a hot day too. And then I decided to go and fix my side sprinklers too. So I've been messing with sprinklers all day, and then people started messaging me about, you know, my lawn mowers and my snowblower that I just fixed. Can you believe some nut wants to buy that snowblower for like 50 bucks? So I'm gonna go meet him right now, see what happens.
Hey guys, how you doing? So guess what? I think I got all my sprinklers taken care of. Did some swapperoos, some testing. I think I got it done. I'll see you in a few days. Anyway, so got a lot of calls from people, 3 actually. One person wanted to see that MTD Yard Machines 3.5 horsepower single stage snowblower that I fixed just yesterday, I think. Yeah, so I listed it for $55, and some guy from Queens drove all the way over here just to get it. I guess he thinks that we might get snow. Anyway, he didn't bargain with me or haggle with me or anything. $55 is what it was. $55 is what he gave me. At the same time, an elderly Asian couple came by from Queens also to buy a lawnmower. They wanted to buy that Tecumseh green thing that I just fixed also, right? The self-propelled one with the bagger, with the fabricated bail handle and all. And so I got that listed for $75. And so when she tried it out, she thought it was too heavy. She was an elderly lady, you know. And so I just so happened to have that MTD 550EX, and it had a bagger on it. And I had it in the van just in case she wanted it because it was much lighter, you know. So that's $125. So it's out of control. It was like dealing with George Costanza's parents, if you know what I mean. I mean, they show up in this like beat up old white van, right? It was like a caravan. It had a coat hanger holding up the front bumper. I'm telling you, it could have been an episode all by itself if I just recorded the whole thing, you know what I mean? After she decided that she wanted the red MTD for $125, she's arguing with her husband about whether or not she wants the bag or not. And so she says that, oh, can you do 100 without the bag? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do 100 without the bag because I could use the bag for a couple of hundred other mowers I got that'll fit, you know, MTDs. So I didn't care whether or not she took the bag or not, you know, so I'll sell it to her for $100 without the bag, right? So they're arguing with each other for like 10 minutes in the parking lot about the bag or not, you know? And then when they settled on not getting the bag, right? She goes, oh, I have to go to the bank to get money. And I'm like, can you show me directions? I'm like, you didn't bring any money? She goes, no, I didn't bring any money. So can you wait here for me? My husband will stay with you. I go, I don't really want your husband to stay with me, you know what I mean? But anyway, so then she drives off for 5 minutes and she comes back and she says, oh, you know what? My phone just died. I don't know how to get there. Can you draw me directions or can you get in the van with me and show me? I'm like, holy cow. So, I mean, I show her directions and stuff, and 20 minutes later, sitting in my van waiting for her to come back, she comes back, arguing with her husband again for another 10 minutes, right? And I'm like, can you pay me and you guys can get along with your circus show if you want, but can I go? You know what I'm saying? So she paid me. And now she just texted me and says, oh, can you come back? My husband and I can't get it in the van. Can you show us how to put the handles down? At this point, I'm like, you know what? You're on your own now, man. I mean, honestly, crazy talk. Anyway, I thought I'd bring out these 2 things because there was some interest in it. This I thought was a very cool looking deck, this Murray. And my friend Robert Nighthawk and 5-Speed Ash, they like snappers, so I thought I'd bring that out. But first, a guy's coming to look at the Desert Sand Hummer, if you can believe it.
Shout out to Victor Rodriguez from Springfield, Massachusetts, and his 2 grandchildren, Joshua Santos and Jonil Rosado. Thanks for buying a bumper sticker. So as you saw, guy came to look at it, and he liked it a lot, and he's probably gonna buy it and repaint it another color. Too bad, huh? Or maybe he might not do it. He said he might do more of a camouflage thing. He'll keep the flag and everything. But anyway, he really liked it. He's gonna come by tomorrow. He offered me $650 for it, and I thought that was a fair and decent price. And you know, I can't keep everything that I have. You know what I mean? Even though I really like it, it's nice. You know, but I have Rodimus Prime in the back. I've got 2 other riders. You know, so $650 is a fair price. You know, did a lot of work to it though, but. He's got other plans for it, so it's probably going to go to a good home. Anyway, so he's going to come by tomorrow and pick it up, and that'll be that. And this thing here has good compression. I put gas in it. It doesn't start, but if you shoot some in here, it'll kind of turn over a second or so. So I think the carburetor needs to be cleaned. It's got the old carburetor with the black round primer bulb, and the throttle's a little hinky, you know, but I think the bail handle cable actually works. See, so it runs, just gotta clean the carb. This is the Snapper high vac that I brought out to show you. I hate these things, and honestly I don't think I've ever fixed one of these before, because the 3 or 4 that I've had in my life, they're all in such disarray that you couldn't do anything with it. I mean, I just didn't want to fix it, you know. It's got this knob here, very hinky. I mean, it's like almost like rusty, you know. Can't even turn it, barely. Start, run, stop. So start would probably be choke, right? It's got no gas. I moved it around to show you guys this side. Start, run, stop. So it's on start. Here is the bail handle over here. I'm going to try pulling it without hurting myself. Short rope. That's it. That's all I'm doing with it. Has probably the ball bearing, recoil starter, probably has a points magneto and you don't get any spark, but I'm not even going to waste my time and try, because this is the extent of what I will do on these things these days. But that's it. I'm selling this thing as is, 20 bucks, 40 bucks. I have it listed for 50, I think, and that's pushing it. Just want to get rid of it. I don't want it. Oh, so if my local boys out here, Jason, Pate of Pate's Performance, 5-Speed Ash, I know you guys might like this thing. You could have it. Just come get it. So I feel like I've had a long day already, and it's only 2 o'clock. Like I said, I showed that tractor to Paul. We were out there for about an hour dealing with the Costanza parents. That was another 40 minutes or so. Selling the snow blower, messing with my sprinklers for 3 hours, and I'm exhausted. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to work on this a little, but normally I wouldn't, because I just say this is just too old for me to want to work on, and I don't want to. But I'll humor myself and at least remove the carburetor and see the condition of it. If it's completely trashed, I'm just going to sell this as is. Even though I really like this deck. Look at the contoured shape of this deck. Almost like a sports car. I really like it, actually. The deck, I mean. So if I ever run into another engine or something, like a Quantum, which I basically need 2 of them because I have another deck in the back, the MTD, that has a bad connecting rod. So I'm just going to loosen the linkages here so I can take the carburetor off. Wow, how about that? How about the gas line goes to the front, whereas usually it's in the back, you know what I mean? That's kind of cool. How about that? I removed the fuel line, right? Nothing's coming out.
It's at an incline, that's why.
Oh, right. And looks like there's gas and some water there. So I'm thinking that gas was getting to the carburetor, maybe, maybe not. Here's the carburetor right here after I remove the gas line. Pivots and rotates like that. Let's take this bowl off and see just how dirty or clean it is. What do you guys think? Think it'll be clean or dirty? Remember, the guy who told me, who gave it to me, guy from Queens, said it ran. Wow! That's pretty clean, huh? I could tell that this is hinky because with Tecumsehs, look at the float bowl. It's too high, see? It actually has to go down a little bit more. It's not exactly parallel to this. This is actually pushed up a little, so I think it might be need a new seat. The seat might be Dunsky. There's the needle out. There's the pin. I'm going to shake the float. It's good float. And it looks like a good seat too. Let's blow this out a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's see if fuel shoots out there. It does. Let's see if it shoots out here. It does. Find the Welsh plug area. Hold there. Is my hat blocking you? Another hole in the bottom. Nice. That's it. Seems like it's okay. I want to put this all back together and give it another try. The first thing I did was adjust the float height. So before it was like that, kind of like that. Now it's a little bit droopy like that. I don't know, these Tecumseh carburetors, they tend to leak a lot, you know, because of this float, how it sticks, you know. I'm going to install now. You guys just aren't going to believe this. start it right up. RPMs are very high. Gonna have to see about that. So I adjusted the throttle. I'm really surprised. This thing actually starts up right away, just like that, you know? I'm thinking about selling it as is because, as you can see, the gas cap is done! No gas cap, right? And it's got a little bit of an oil leak coming out of the muffler. I think it might have been hydrolocked at one time. It's just burning off the excess oil, but I'm not too sure. I really do like the deck, the way it looks, you know? So I'm thinking about maybe keeping this until I run into another quantum engine, put a quantum engine on here, and then it'll be good. But I'll probably just take a picture of it and list it for like $30 or something, you know, runs, you know, first pull, and see what happens. But anyway, that's it. I'm not messing with the snapper. I'm not messing with this anymore. So guess what? I don't think I have anything left to fix. So you know what that means, right? That's right. Jamal a la tête. Monday. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.